Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liman, and today we're gonna talk about the form I-864A, which is a contract between sponsor and household member. First of all, I'm not an attorney. I am here to help you based on experience I have with this form and also based on instruction given by USCIS that comes with this form. Let's get started. The top part right here is for government use only, and the attorney if you have one. So for us, we're gonna file this form by ourselves. So let's start right here. The first part is information about you, the household member. So the family name is a Baker. First name is Omar. Middle name, you can leave it blank or Renee, it doesn't matter, both works. The mailing address, it's Baker, Omar, and the address is in the United States. It's 110 Robert Run, Indianapolis, and the state is Indiana. And the zip code is 46221. The country is United States. The third one is your current mailing address is the same as your physical address. In my case is yes. If you do that, you don't have to add anything for a physical address. So we're gonna go other information. Date of birth is 1/1/1990. Place of birth, city or town. In this example is Meknes, is Morocco. State or province is Meknes. And the country is Morocco. US Social Security, it's 111, just a fake one, that's not the right one. USCIS online account. If you fill a petition before, you will have this USCIS online account. If not, just leave it blank. We're gonna go to part 2. We're still talking about the household members relationship to sponsor. So you're gonna check one that applies for you. In our case is 1C. I am not the Italian immigrant. I am the sponsor's household member. I am related to the sponsor as spouse. You can apply the one that applies for you right here. We're gonna go to the next part, which is part 3, the household members employment and income. I am currently employed as technician. Name of the employer, number 1. In my case is ATA, it's a company called ATA. And name of the employer, number 2, if applicable. If you are self-employed, you can add it right here. 5, retired, if you are retired. Since, unemployed, since, if you are unemployed. And then you're gonna talk about your income. Is this household member is a $50,000 a year. Part 4, we're still talking about the household members, federal income tax information as set. Have you filled the federal income tax return for each of the 3 most recent tax years? Yes. So you're gonna read this note right here. You must attach a photocopy of or transcripts of your federal income tax return for only the most recent tax years. Yeah, it's optional, but yes, it's good. Now we're gonna go to your federal tax income. 2022 is 50,000. 2021 is 45,000, and 2020 is 40,000. You can use the assets if necessary. If you see your income is not enough, you can use the assets. Like example, the cash you have in your saving or checking account. You can ask your real estate, but you're gonna do minus the mortgage right here, and also the stocks or bonds. certificates of deposit, or another asset not listed on items number 3A and 3B. And then at the end you add them right here. If you have any of this, you can add them, and then you add the total right here. But for this person right here, he has enough income. So we're gonna go to part 5. Now we're gonna talk about the sponsors: promises, statement, contact information, declaration, certification, and signature. You gotta remember, this is a contract between the sponsor and household member. This part right here is for sponsor, the person who filed the form I-864. So note, read the penalty section of the form I-864A instruction before completing this part. So this is the sponsor. Print the name. The sponsor is gonna be Lee. Why did I here? I'm sorry. It's gonna be Lee Maria. And how many immigrant? It's gonna be 1. I'm gonna show you that what does mean 1. You can read it right here. The following named intended immigrant. Number 1. We're gonna go to number 1. Is right here. It's gonna show in part 5. Intended immigrant number 1. So family name, it's Bushi, and first name is Ryan. Middle name, you can leave it blank or NA, doesn't matter. And date of birth, it's 1/1/1995. Alien registration number, and he does not have it since the first time he's gonna come to United States. Social Security is the same, he does not have it. USCIS online account, he does not have it. Intended immigrant number 2 to number 5. So we are just doing just 1, which is the first one, Bushi Ryan. So we're gonna go to sponsor statement. I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction on this contract and may answer to every question. We're still talking about part 5, sponsor promises. Sponsors, promise, statement, contract, contact, information, declaration, certification, and signature. If you use the interpreter, which is we're gonna go to part 7, you're gonna use it right here. You're gonna use the language you used and the name of the interpreter. The language is right here, 26B. You're gonna put the language, what language he used to interpret this form for you, and the name of the prepare in name part A. You can use it right here as well. Sponsor contact information, phone number is 317-111-111. This is a fake phone number, and the sponsor's email address is aa@gmail.com. You gotta remember, this is very important. This is how USCIS and NVC will communicate with you. It's very important to have legitimate email address, mailing address. Sponsor declaration and certification, you're gonna read about this, and then sponsor signature. I want to mention this: do not initialize or put your name over here. You gotta just date it. What day today is 1. It's what day today is 4. It's 4/8/2023. Do not initialize, as I said, and write your name. You gotta print it and then sign it by blank ink. We're gonna go to part 6, which is about the household members. Promise, statement, contact information, declaration, certification, and signature. The household, it's Baker, Omar, and the immigrant is the same one, is 1. That's always gonna support. Print number of intended immigrant noted in part 5. Sponsors, promise, statement, contact information, declaration, certification, and signature. And you're gonna go through all this. Just I want to mention something. When you sponsor someone, you cannot sponsor that person until he becomes a US citizen or that person is deceased. You gotta remember that. So we still about part 6, which is the household promise statement, contact information, declaration and certification and signature. So it's the same thing. I can read and understand English, and I have read and understand every question and instruction of this contract, and may answer to every question. If you use the same thing, if you use interpreters in part 7, you're gonna put the language you used over here. Or number 2, if you use the prepare in part 8, you're gonna put the name over here. So the household member contact information, your household member, daytime telephone number, we're gonna use the cell phone number, it's 317-2222, that's a fake phone number, and the email address is bb@gmail.com. I gotta remember, as I said before, this is how sorry, Gmail over here. This is how NVC and USCIS will communicate with you. So here we're gonna go part 6A, the household name, your household member printed name. Here is Baker, Omar. As I said again before, you don't have to sign it. You should first print it and then sign it. And the date of signature is 4/8/2023. A lot of people make a mistake over here. They enter the name instead of signature. You must print it and then sign it. So part 7, just I already talked about that. If you used one, this is how we put the interpreter's information right here. Interpreter's family name, given name, the business or organization name, if any. We're still talking about interpreters. You're gonna give the address, mailing address, contact information, and certification if he has any, and signature. I want to mention this one, that's very important. Interpreter's signature is the same thing. You must print it and then sign it. He signed it, the interpreter signed it, and then date it. And it's the same thing for prepares. He should do the same thing. So we did not use any prepare. So we're gonna go to prepare statements. I'm not an attorney. He's gonna, for the prepare, he's gonna apply one. He's gonna check one that applies for him, 7A or 7B. If he's attorney or just a regular person, that I'm not an attorney or accredited representative, but I have prepared this contract on behalf of my sponsor and household member and wish to such sponsor or household member consent. Prepare certification. If you used one, same thing. The prepares must date it, and then when he print it, then he sign it or she sign it. This is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Thank you, and see you in the next video.